Hi there, welcome to day 13 of our 30-day scalable telematics challenge. And today I want to talk about something that could make or break a business relationship. The currency you have in the logistics space as a provider, service provider, truck service provider is trust, and your SLA compliance attitude is very important because your SLA is your reputation. So if you say you're going to deliver in 8 hours and you deliver in 12 hours, that's a breach, right? And if your customers knows the truck is late before you do, you are not in control. Dear fleet manager, you're not in control. So in order to be in control, you must have a way to monitor SLAs, and you can monitor that through ETA monitoring, right? So the best fleet operations uses ETA monitoring and telemetric-based SLA tracking to detect, prevent, and explain delays before the client acts. So you're in the driving seat just telling the driver or telling the client the truck will be late by 2 days because you're already tracking it. Not that the transporter or the customer is now telling you by himself and informing you that the truck is late, and you didn't just know beforehand. You should be on top of your game. So today we're going to be simplifying SLA tracking, and I'm going to be teaching you how to link it to your Joe Fence alerts and your trip templates. Remember your trip templates that we talked about in the other videos. So what is SLA compliance? SLA compliance just talks about meeting agreed standards such as deliveries within 6, 8, or 12 hours. You agree? You signed. That is an SLA, right? We're talking about fuel limits at the hands. You're talking about route integrity. You're talking about zero diversion or tampering. It is just your operational contract as a fleet manager managing fleets. So what is ETA monitoring? ETA just talks about your expected time of arrival. So the system calculates based on routes, based on speed, traffic, and distance. And it's just a simple tool you can have that just says that if a vehicle is speeding at 60 kilometers per hour and is supposed to travel for 800 kilometers, then you can use a simple calculation to know how long it would get or how long it would take to get to that location. So real-time updates allows you to prevent and report delays in advance. This is what you have to put in place so that you can always monitor your SLAs. So how do you use telematics to drive SLA and ETA compliance? Remember we talked about you having a trip template. You remember in our last videos. So you need to use your trip templates with expected delivery times. So you already know what is your ETA, right? And then you monitor light trips progress via GPS, then trigger alerts if truck is delayed beyond a buffer. If it's delayed more than 2 hours, 3 hours, you set the buffer in the system. And then you set up a Jofence exit time check. And then if you have traffic integrated into your platforms, you use that where possible to find out if there are traffic issues around that route. And then you build daily SLA dashboards. And what you want to achieve is to show percentage of on-time deliveries versus late deliveries so that you can begin to deal with the issues before the client knows before you. Let me give you a bonus tip. When delays happen, tag them as justified or unjustified in your records. And then use this for improvement plan or client reports. Let me end with this quote. SLA compliance doesn't just protect your contracts, it protects your brand. Remember, it's your brand. And don't play with your brand. So this is what you need to do today. Choose one customer route, define the SLA times, current average ETA, and how you monitor it moving forward. See you in our next video. My name is Shino Salako, and I'm a telematics expert, and we are on a journey to help you scale your operations.